Hey everybody, welcome back. This is going to be a bit of a short video this week. I have been working on some modeling, but so last weekend was the contest in Anniston, Alabama, and I actually took gold in one event with my Wildcat build that I recently finished. I was very happy about that. Did not expect to get that kind of a finish out of it. After I saw some of the competition that I was up against, I thought, maybe I could place or at minimum an honorable mention, but to get the gold in that particular group, I was really stoked. That was awesome. Anyway, I had taken vacation to do that because my work schedule currently is Saturday through Wednesday, and I normally have Thursdays and Fridays off. And that's going to change within the month. I'm supposed to be going to a Monday through Friday schedule now, but we still got to get somebody hired and trained to fill that weekend position that I'm currently assuming. But this week is also spring break for a lot of schools, prom for a few of the schools, and being on the Gulf Coast, the weather is great spring break weather, so a lot of people are taking vacation from work, which has left an opportunity for me to get some overtime, which I really desperately kind of need. But today is Thursday the 11th, would be my Saturday, but I did work a full 8-hour day today. I'm going in tomorrow, and then my normal weekend schedule begins on Saturday through Wednesday, and my boss has already spoken to me earlier this week about working Thursday and Friday next week. So I've only been getting a couple hours each night in the shop, and I don't know about you guys, but a couple hours, I'm barely getting started when it's almost time to quit for the night. So, but I have done a little bit. I got a lot of the assemblies made on the Dodge truck. The engine is in primer, and what I'm going to do is I will spray the whole thing in a flat aluminum, and then I will go back and individually pick out different components with different colors and try to make it look as realistic to the one-to-one as we can. I have some reference photos, and the odd thing about it is none of the reference photos show this engine set up exactly the way that the model does. This crossover tube going to the turbo doesn't exist on anything that I've seen. The engine itself does exist in photos with some slight variations, but nothing that looks exactly like it is in kit form. So there's that. And I used a mahogany brown primer because my finished product, if you saw my 41 Plymouth build when I showed that in my opening video for my walk around, it's got more of an aged, used look to it, and that's kind of what I like. I haven't built a lot of cars yet. Mostly it's been aviation related, but I'm growing quite a stash of automobiles now. But I don't really get into the showroom new look. To me, I want them to look like I see them. Vehicles on the road, they're only new until you drive them off the lot, and then they're dirty, and some of these kids don't appreciate the money they're putting into their vehicles, and they're dinged up already. But you see what I'm getting at. So I used the mahogany primer to keep everything kind of toned down. Even if I go with one of the brighter finish coat colors, I think that mahogany underneath is going to bring it down a little bit, so it won't shine like it would if it were showroom new, because it's not going to be showroom new. It's going to have some dents and dings, a little bit of rust here and there, and we'll get to that. The frame, so I did the primer, but then I went over it with flat black, Tamiya XF1 flat black. The rear leaf springs and the rear diff, that is flat black as well. The radiator is painted flat black. Everything else is pretty much in primer. I have not done anything yet with the cab or the bed. I haven't assembled the bed yet, so I still have that to do. Yeah. And then Jason Hanscom over at Blue Ox Model Shop, if you follow his channel, he just 24 hours or so ago did a walk around video of his shop, his hobby room, and he put that challenge out here to the other content creators on YouTube to do that. And I'm not backing out of doing that, but my channel is fairly new, within the last 2, maybe 3 months. And literally the second video I did was a walk around of my hobby space. And the only thing that has changed is it's messier right now because I'm actively building models right now. When I started it, I was building a few things, but not like I am now. I'm really pretty well engrossed in it now. I've got the GTO standing by, getting a little bit of work here and there. I've got the Dodge pickup truck being worked on. I've got a couple of projects that I'm going to keep squirreled away from the camera for a little while that are builds for later in the year for contest season. I've got a couple of things that go into one, so it's a bit of a diorama that I'm working on, and that will see the light of day at some point, but not yet. So I apologize for any lack of work to show you this week, but this week and next week are going to be really busy for me. But stay in touch, spread the word, get involved, leave me a comment, let me know where you're from, let's talk. Anyway, take care of yourselves. Peace and love, y'all. Later.